So the game I'm playing today is called Umiro, a 2D puzzle action game that follows the story of Huey and Satora, two school children who one day find themselves waking up in the mysterious world of Umiro with no recollection as to how they got there. However, scattered throughout this mysterious landscape are various crystals that hold Huey and Satora's memories. So they embark on a journey to regain their memories while at the same time restoring color to the world of Umiro, which was seemingly desaturated of all the vibrance it once possessed. It's not really explained why the world of Umiro is in grayscale, but the story is probably not something you'll be deeply invested in anyway. This game focuses more on the gameplay than anything else, or at least I would say. So Umiro has a bit of an interesting history regarding how it came to fruition. It initially began its life as a small prototype known as Recolor back in 2015. Recolor was developed by a group of students at the Singapore University of Technology and Design. I'm not sure if it was ever released in a playable form. I don't believe it was, because I can't seem to find any information about the prototype. The prototype was developed as part of the university's Game Innovation Program, and a couple of the interns who had worked on the original Recolor prototype would later go on to found Dice Roll Studios, and the game was reworked and would later become Umiro. It was developed by Dice Roll Studios and published by Devolver Digital. Yes, I'm already playing another Devolver game. This game doesn't appear to be receiving as much attention as some of Devolver's other titles, however. Not only that, but I haven't really noticed Devolver promoting this game all that much. Sure, they put out a few tweets about it, but compared to some of the other titles that Devolver have been trying to push recently, like Minute and The Swords of Ditto, it almost feels like they're kind of sweeping Umiro under the rug. It's by far the most obscure game Devolver have ever published, I would say. The game doesn't even have enough reviews on Steam for it to receive an actual user score, despite the fact that it's been out for over a month now. But regardless of that, we're still gonna play it because I think it's pretty darn interesting. So we'll press any button, then we restore color to the game's logo. As you can see, I've played this game quite a bit off screen already. As a matter of fact, I've completed almost half the game. This game is rather short, but it's also pretty difficult. This game takes place over the course of 4 chapters. Each chapter contains a total of 10 levels, with an additional bonus level that you can unlock. I'm not gonna get into the bonus levels right now, though. And despite the fact that it's a very short game, it does get very difficult in the later levels. This is a puzzle game that really requires you to plan ahead. There are various hazards in all of these levels that can kill you, and Huey and Satora are weaklings, to say the least. Everything kills them in just one hit. I'll try to go into a deeper explanation once I get into the game here, so I might as well just get into it. I am going to start from the first level, though, even though I've completed almost half the game already. Might as well start from the very beginning, and I don't feel like deleting my save file and starting anew, because I don't feel like that's going to be necessary. So it says, draw a path from Huey to the checkpoint while avoiding obstacles. So this is one of the things that kind of makes this a unique puzzle game. So as you can see, you click on Huey, and then you drag your cursor around, and as you can see, you're creating a path. So this is the path that Huey will follow. So you can draw a path for him to take, and you have to draw the path to the next checkpoint. These are of course the crystals that contain Huey's memories, and in order to clear a level, you need to break all of the checkpoint crystals. The checkpoint crystals are also color-coded to signify which character can break them. If they're blue, only Huey can break them, and if they're red, only Satora can break them. We're not going to be able to play as Satora for the first few levels. She'll be introduced later on in Chapter 1. There's also these yellow crystals over here. They don't have any real significance. Like, they're not important for anything in particular, but if you want to try 100%ing the game, if you're a completionist, then you will want to collect the crystals, but other than that, you might as well just ignore them. I don't believe they're important for anything, aside from getting you the completionist achievement. So then you press on Huey again to erase the path. So it just erases it entirely. You'll also notice that when you're drawing a path for Huey, you're also restoring color to the world around you. I'm not sure why there's just this random platform over here, like this random floating section in the first level, because there's no way to even get to it. I'm not sure why it's there. I was thinking that maybe there would be a way to teleport there, but there isn't. I mean, I haven't played through the entire game yet, so there's a chance that it could introduce teleporter pads later on, like in the much later levels. So you can also press the Q key to erase the path that you have drawn. You don't actually need to click on Huey in order to do that. So draw past the yellow crystal to collect it, which is what I already did, but then it told me to erase the path. And then we can press the play button when you are ready. So we'll just press to continue right here. Then Huey says, "Where am I?" And that's all he says. This game does have cutscenes. The cutscenes are mostly slideshows. They contain no spoken dialogue. It's also worth noting that in some of the levels, Huey and Satora will converse with each other at the very beginning of the level, but you don't have to wait for their conversation to end before you can start tracing lines for them. The dialogue doesn't interrupt the gameplay, so you can just continue building paths for them while they're talking to one another. So I do like that. It doesn't interrupt the gameplay, but anyway, we're just gonna press on the play button right here. So then Huey will just follow the path. He's gonna pick up the yellow crystal, then he breaks the checkpoint crystal, and that's the entire level. Now, it's not really necessary for me to get the yellow crystals now, because in all of the levels that I've played so far, which was about 17 of them, I had collected all of the yellow crystals. It is kind of an open-ended puzzle game because you can take pretty much any path you prefer. And like I said, the game definitely rewards forward thinking, especially when it starts introducing these black orbs right here. Avoid black orbs while walking. So these orbs will kill you if you touch them. Ugh, my cloak's getting wet. And these black orbs just kind of move back and forth. It can be kind of hard to predict their movement sometimes. This is where trial and error starts coming into play just a little bit, or at least it does in the later levels, because sometimes you can't really predict where these black orbs are going to move at first. So what we have to do is that we just have to go around them. Wait. Why am I wearing a cloak? I also really like the level designs here. Got a nice little pond. It does look kind of isometric, like almost 2.5D, except you're not viewing it from a diagonal angle, which is what makes it a little bit odd. But you see that there is definitely some depth to the environment here, despite the fact that it is pretty much a 2D game. There are now 2 crystal checkpoints. You can only draw a path to 1 checkpoint at a time before pressing play. You can reach the checkpoints in any order, draw to one of the checkpoints. So again, as I said, it's kind of open-ended because it doesn't require you to go to a specific checkpoint first. You want to go to the north checkpoint, you can go to that one first, or if you want to go to the west checkpoint first, you can just draw a path to that one. Something that is important to remember is that when Satora joins our party, we will have to draw a path for both Huey and Satora first before either of them can move. Huey and Satora can only move in tandem with one another. So basically, you have to tell them both where they're supposed to go next before you can make any moves. Now draw to the other checkpoint and press play. Who am I? The story is a little bit cliche. It's like, yeah, he wakes up one day in a mysterious world and he has amnesia. Yeah, not the most original storyline ever. Yeah, as you can see, when the black orb touches him, he just dies instantly. And this is what I mean when I say forward thinking. Like, you have to predict where. Well, it's not just forward thinking. It's also has to do with timing a little bit. So you have to try and gauge where the orb is going to be. Like, you have to wait for it to get to a certain position. That was me. So when you're drawing paths that go past these orbs right here, you kind of have to predict where they'll be once you press the play button, because they're not going to be in the same position once Huey gets to them. Because even though Huey outpaces some of the orbs, he is overall rather slow. So you have to keep track of the orb's movements, and then when you think you'll be in the clear by the time Huey makes it to that point, then you press play. So there is a bit of timing involved for sure. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to try and make it to this checkpoint right here. Press and hold any point of a fully drawn path to erase the path after that point. Yeah, so this is also another way that you can erase it. So press and hold, you just, or wait, is that not working? Or do I have to finish the path first before I can erase it? Like right here? Okay, yeah. So if I just hold it down, it just erases that particular point, or it erases the path up to that point. Okay, but that's not really important to me right now. I'd like to try and get to this, try and get to the crystal. Also, something I really should mention is that some of these orbs do have very bizarre hitboxes, I will admit. Like, sometimes it almost feels like I get hit by the orbs when I really shouldn't, because I'm not even close to them. So, I don't know. These crystals, or should I say, these crystals, they contain my memories. Yeah, gotta word in a way so that it corresponds with the context of the situation. I'm just gonna draw to this crystal over here, even though it's really not necessary. Where should I go right now? Should I just wait? Well, actually, I probably should have waited. Now, something I should also mention about the path tracing in particular is that there's no limit as to how much line, or as to how many lines you can draw for Huey here, or Satora for that matter. So there's like no limit as to how long you can make the paths for both Huey and Satora. So if you just want them to wait in a certain location for a while so that the orbs can move by so that they don't get hurt, well, you can do that. You can just scribble lions so that they'll stay in one place. Satora. Right, so I think this is the point here where Satora gets introduced to us, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so what exactly do I want to do here? Do I want to draw to that checkpoint first? Maybe I do want to. Yeah, because these guys are going to move at different speeds. I remember her. That's great, but can you try doing this first here? Can you try getting to this crystal, please? Gotta try and time it here. Let's just see if he can, like, make it through. Okay, yeah. Actually, he still kind of outpaces the orbs a little bit, or he moves at almost the same speed as them. I'm gonna hope that the cutscenes actually play here. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna get introduced to Satora right here. She must be here too. Yeah, this is the point where we get introduced to Satora. So what we're gonna do first, I think we might as well just go straight to the yellow crystal immediately. Yeah, there is this one orb that I'm gonna have to make note of right here. Yeah, okay, I think we should go now because this guy's gonna come back for us and just, like, smash us right in the face. And I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. Getting smashed in the face is not an ideal thing. Not an ideal thing you want to do to yourself, or not an ideal thing you want to have happen to yourself, so we're just gonna try running right now. Very good. That's a pretty simple level overall. So then we're gonna get introduced to Satora. I think she's supposed to float down here, isn't she? Yes, there we are. There she is. And then there's no response from Huey whatsoever. Okay, yeah, so the cutscenes still play right here. So these are basically how the cutscenes all play out. As you can see, they play out more like slideshows. There's no actual dialogue whatsoever. So she wakes up. Where am I? Yeah, so the cutscenes still contain dialogue. It's just that there's no voice acting. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know, but we can find the way out together. Also, Huey's definitely not the same color that he is in the game. It doesn't look like a blue cloak. Looks more like a dark green. Divergence. You have to diverge off the beaten path. Yeah, so Satora has joined the journey now. Draw a path from Satora to the red checkpoint. You must draw paths for both Satora and Huey before you can press play. So like I said, they can only move in tandem with one another. Does she remember me? What? Nothing. So Huey and Satora are definitely dependent on one another because they cannot move on their own. So what we have to do is that we're gonna just draw Huey over to the blue crystal right here. We're gonna try and be a little bit more ballsy with Satora over here. We're gonna draw her to the yellow crystal and then over to the red one. Now, what is also interesting is that when you're drawing a path for either Satora, if you've already drawn one for Huey, or vice versa, you'll get a little preview as to where your partner will be in time once you make it to this point. So by the time I make it to the yellow crystal over here, it's telling me that Huey will have already made it to his checkpoint. So again, I just want to, like, time this right here. I think I want to go right now because then it's going to move out of the way, and then I think this will give me enough time to go back around. Yes, it definitely will. Alright, well that's very good indeed. Yeah, so like I said, forward planning. You have to predict where the orbs are going to be by the time you get there, because they're not going to stay in the same place. Time doesn't freeze, time is constantly flowing here. So Satora doesn't respond, and it doesn't seem like they're going to converse with one another anyway, so fine then, that's okay, it's okay with me. I think I'll have maybe Huey go over that way. Well, actually, I don't know, can I? Okay, no, I can't draw the line through the fountain over here. Okay, that's fine then, that's okay, not a big issue. I'll try drawing to the yellow crystal again, and just try putting Satora over here. Yeah, sometimes it is also a good idea to draw as close to the walls as possible, so it takes her, like, the least amount of time to get to her destination. Well, same thing with Huey as well. I don't know why I'm just referring to Satora here. Actually, I think I'm gonna make Huey do this instead. You're gonna go and grab the crystal. I don't actually know if this is going to work or not. I kind of revised this just a little bit. Yeah, I don't even know who picked that up, but that still works out regardless, so whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who picked it up as long as it was actually picked up. What we're gonna have to do here, so we're gonna have to place Satora in this little crevice over here. Well, not really a crevice, but a crystal surrounded by water with an orb guarding the place. So that way we'll have to wait a little bit before she can actually get out. Now, what exactly? Actually, you know what? You know what I think I'll do? Maybe I'll try drawing Huey over to one of the checkpoints first. Yeah, I'll just go right now. So that way there's no risk of him getting hit by one of the orbs. Very good indeed. And then maybe what I could try doing after that is have Huey go around, grab the yellow crystal, go to his checkpoint, and then just have Satora make a mad dash to hers. Of course, I do need to wait for the orb to actually get out. Is he gonna make it there in time? Okay, no, the orb doesn't move out of the way in time. I mean, I do find it a little bit annoying that I have to wait for the orb to get out of the way first, before I can start moving. I don't really have the patience for that personally, but was still able to do it there, so it doesn't matter. Like, the fact that you have to wait for the orb to move out of the way is what kind of annoys me, but whatever. We're at the final level of Chapter 1 already. It's getting cold. We should try going back home. There is a building over here. We can take shelter there. Okay. Alright. There's a bit of a lack of punctuation here, but you know what, it's fine. It's fine. Not gonna be petty about it. I don't even remember what I want to do here. Maybe I want Satora to go on the same path as Huey, just to make it to her own checkpoint over here. And I do have to wait for at least one of these orbs to move out of the way so that Huey can get through. Okay, yeah, he was able to, actually. He didn't get sideswiped, thankfully. Then I think the way I beat this before was that I drew a path for Huey over to the yellow crystal, and then Satora once again just makes a mad dash to her own. But again, this requires a little bit of timing, and that's not the proper timing. You'll also notice that the positions of these orbs doesn't reset when you do get killed by them. Again, you still have to continue to wait, but that was okay. We did collect all of the crystals there, even though, again, that wasn't really necessary because I had collected all of them off screen, but I just wanted to show you the proper paths you had to take. Well, not necessarily the proper path, but one of the paths you could take in order to obtain the yellow crystal. Now, after you've completed all 10 of those levels, there is this additional level that opens up to you, which is a sacrifice level. Or at least I presume that's what it's called. It says S1 Sacrifice, but I presume the S also stands for sacrifice. Satora will run faster if you press and hold anywhere on the screen. Use the speed boost to evade the orbs. This looks familiar. Now, I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to unlock these bonus levels, but I presume that I only unlocked this because I had collected all the yellow crystals in the previous levels. I'm going to assume that's the only reason how I'm able to even access this level. And I also assume that the other worlds also have sacrifice levels of their own. I'm probably not gonna play through Chapter 2 in its entirety. Okay, yeah, so you see right here that I can speed things up right here, and let me try explaining that a little bit better. So I press left click anywhere on the screen, and Satora will do a little bit of a speed boost right here. We need to do that in order to evade the orbs, but again, you kind of have to time and predict where the final orb is going to be. Okay, hang on a second. I know how to complete this here, but it's just, it requires a little bit of timing. Yeah, see, but you have to try speeding up before that the slowest orb makes it all the way to the end of the level, because then it's going to disappear. Yeah, but then you also have to wait for it to despawn, which takes like 9 million freaking years to do. Please and thank you. Alright, there we are. Very nice indeed. It's the road I take to school every day. That's great. Nobody cares. Yeah, and that's the only S level that you play in Chapter 1. As far as I know, there are no more. I presume the other ones are only playable in the next chapter. So then we can go to Chapter 2. This is where it'll introduce us to some brand new mechanics here. Probably not going to play through Chapter 2 in its entirety. I'll just play what I've managed to unlock so far, like I normally do in these videos. Run over the button to toggle the dangerous mist. Be careful. Yeah, so there is this mist over here. When you press the button, it'll disable the mist. That leads to the checkpoint crystals, that is. However, when you do hit the button, it'll toggle the mist that blocks off this yellow crystal over here. So what we're gonna do instead is that we're gonna have Huey go and grab the yellow crystal. We're gonna have him hit the button so that he can then go to his checkpoint. And then we're gonna try and predict where exactly he's going to be. Yeah, by just drawing a bit of a line over here. Yeah, and then as soon as he hits the button, we just have Satora go straight to her checkpoint. So we're just gonna make her avoid the button altogether. Let's just try this out right here. There we go. He grabs the yellow crystal. Very nice. Yeah, so then as you can see, it enables the mist for the center section right here. So it doesn't disable all of them entirely. Basically, any mist triggers that are disabled at the start of the level, well, they will become enabled when you hit the button. And there's also different mist colors as well. There's also purple and green, and yeah, here's where it introduces the green mist. Do you want to talk? Aren't there more pressing issues right now? Oh, ha ha ha. I get it. A pun. Not a very good one either. That wasn't a joke. Oh, right, so I'm trying to remember how exactly I did this here. Okay, no, I didn't want to hit the button. There is a way to avoid it altogether. If I, like, hug the wall over here, I can just trace around the perimeter of the fountain over here. Then we could just go straight to, Huey's checkpoint over here. But I think what I want to do after that is maybe bring Satora over to, the northernmost checkpoint. Because if I hit this button over here, that's going to disable, or that's going to enable the mist that blocks her off from this checkpoint. Alright, so let's just try this out at first. I'll try and, revise this path a little bit as I go on, if I have to. But then I believe what I want to do is just not have Huey hit the button altogether. Because once I hit the green button over here, that's going to enable the green mist, which will block him off from his last checkpoint. So what I want to do is that I want to wait for Huey to go by first, just so that I know he's at safety, or he's made it to safety. Then I'm gonna disable this button, which will disable the green mist, enable the beige button, which will disable the mist around the yellow crystal. Then I can go and grab it, and just return to my home checkpoint. Definitely not efficient in the slightest, but it should work. So let's just try it out here. Let's just try it out. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about that left click in order to perform a speed boost, that only works in the sacrifice levels as far as I'm aware. It doesn't work in the normal levels, so you just kind of have to wait for her to run along, and that's the only thing I don't like, the fact that they are so slow. But we still made it through that level, though, so that was okay. That was perfectly fine. Longing. Longing for sweet release. Okay, yeah, so Satora, and she doesn't say anything. Yeah, Satora is a girl of very few words. Now, what is worth noting about the orbs, because this is something else I have to mention about them, they can get blocked off by the mist. As soon as we disable the mist, they're just going to start wandering off. So the only reason this orb right here is moving left and right is because it's blocked off by the mist. Once we disable it, it's going to start moving towards the button. So what we can do is that we can just have Huey go past it entirely right now, and just go to the checkpoint right up here. Then we can have Satora hit the button. This is kind of where the whole forward-thinking thing comes into play here. Or actually, do I want to make Huey run all the way up there? I could also just make him wait a little while, and then once the orb is out of the way, I can make him go to the center checkpoint. I can do the same thing with Satora, actually, because that's gonna start moving straight towards her. Let's just think about this for a moment. Then maybe there's some way I can get past it here and just go to this checkpoint. Here, let's just try this out for a moment. Of course, I have to wait for this to move out of the way. Oh, right, he's just going to wait for it. Yeah, there we are. Okay, well, no, that's not going to work like that. Oh, wait, no, I think actually what I did before was that... I don't remember. Did I do this? Did I make her duck in here before? When I was trying to play this off screen? Actually, I think that is what I did, if I'm not mistaken. Let's try this here. Yeah, I'm just gonna make her take cover in that place. Yeah, and then have her move out of the way. Did she forget her name? I'm Huey. Who is that in the crystal? Oh yeah, you can actually make the dialogue move faster by clicking on the dialogue bubbles. Try and trace Huey over to here, because I mean, is there really anything else I can do? I can try grabbing this crystal in the meantime. Only problem is that I want the orb to move out of the way. This might actually give me enough time. Let's just see here. Okay, yeah, that definitely does give me enough time. Like, I waited until, like, the very last second when it started moving. That was us. Right, so then we move on to the next level here. Longitudinal. Right, so this is where it's gonna start getting a little bit complex. Who are you? I'm your friend. And she has absolutely no response to that. So what we gotta do here, I think the only thing we can do is make Huey move over to the button. And then we have to make him go all the way over to his checkpoint, which Satora is standing right in front of. Then we gotta make Satora hit the green button, so that way it unlocks both the yellow crystal and Huey's final checkpoint, and also allows her to go to her own. Well, I mean, the beige button that Huey hits will allow Satora to go to her own checkpoint. So again, you need to kind of gauge where they're going to be at a single point in time. Okay, there we are. Very nice indeed. Well, the only problem is that the other orb that's guarding the yellow crystal is going to get in the way. That's the only issue. Okay, well in that case, maybe we don't need Huey to go all the way over there. Yeah, because if Satora's gonna hit the green button, that's gonna disable the mist at his topmost checkpoint, actually. So no, there's not even any reason for him to go over there right now. Let's just do this here. This is just as much safer option. There we go. So at least those guys are freed up now. So, what do I want to do here? Maybe I should just have Satora go and grab it. Yeah, it'll be like the easiest path to take. And then I'll try getting Huey over there somehow. Hang on a second. I know this. Whoa, hang on a second. What was that? Like particle effect right there. I never seen that before. Maybe I should just make Huey wait until the orb goes by. I know it's a little bit cheap because there's like no limit as to how much I can draw here, but you know what? I think it's worth a shot. I do believe it is worth a shot. Wait, did she like? Okay, did Satora, like, glitch through the land there for a moment? What was that all about? Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I have, like, no patience for these orbs. They move way too frigging slow. Here, this might be enough. Okay, yeah, Huey was somehow able to go past that. Alright, well, I mean, that worked. That definitely worked, so we can just continue on. We can just continue on, then. And we have Orchestration. Okay, this is where it's gonna get tricky. Yeah, so this is when it introduces Purple Mist. Yeah, there's no real significance to the colors of these mists at all. Just introducing different colors to show you which mist triggers are going to be disabled. So what did I do here again? I'm trying to remember how exactly I got through this. Do I want them to be on the exact same path as one another? Or do I want them to, like, go on the exact same path? I know that if I just keep going straight, the pair of 3 orbs in Satora's path are gonna run right into her, or she's gonna run right into them. Then I could have her turn at the last minute, so that she can grab the crystal. But then she'd have to also hit this switch to disable the mist around her checkpoint. This looks convoluted as all hell, but try it. Oh wait, no, because that's gonna enable the mist in front of her. Okay, well just move her a bit more to the right then, so that she doesn't accidentally run into the mist. That kind of works, but maybe I should just make her wait out here for the other things to go by first. I mean, overall, my solution appears to work. I just need to make minor revisions to it so that none of them end up dying. Gotta get that good timing. Okay, yeah. See, then just wait until. Oh wait, no. Because they camp there, okay? Maybe I need to put a little bit more scribbles there. More scribbles to the next path. What the hell am I doing? See, this is what I mean. I don't have patience for crap like this. Just get out of my way, please, so I can get my job done. I can do my duty. Oh yeah, and also, when I enable the mist, that actually traps the other pair of orbs right up here, so I don't even need to worry about them anymore. I forgot about that. Did he put me in here? Can I trust him? Am I really called Satora? She doesn't even remember her own name. Alright, well that was pretty good. That was pretty good overall. We have World 2-6 Obstruction. They look angry. Well, I know that Huey can only hit the purple switch on his side, and Satora can only hit the beige switch. I think what I did initially was that I made Huey wait over here first and foremost. Okay, well hang on a second. Maybe I should make Satora go do something first. Hit the beige switch. Yeah, because I mean, that's going to disable the mist around the yellow crystal, so then I can go and just grab that. Then I can just have her duck back in here for a little while, so that Huey can go hit the purple switch, just wait for this, the orb behind the purple mist to move out of the way. You know what I think a better idea would be? Have Satora hit the beige switch. Huey's already the closest one to it anyway, so he can just go and grab the yellow crystal instead, and just have her wait a little while. She can go to her checkpoint after that. Yeah, let's just try that out instead. Here, so she just gets to this point right here. That's going to disable the mist. Okay, and then Huey should be able to go in here, right? And then, but how long am I gonna have to wait for the orb to move out of the way? Or like my orb on my side, because this is what I mean when I say forward planning, because I don't know where exactly the orb's gonna be, because I don't even remember how fast it moves in this level. But let's just try this out. Let's try it out. Experiment. Okay, I guess I did that a little bit too early. Sorry, let's try that again. I was a little bit too quick on the draw there. Holy crap. Oh wait, this thing does move pretty fast, actually. Okay, maybe this right here. Let's just try this out. Put a few more scribbles in here, right? He's gonna go and grab that. He is definitely gonna make it past the orbs right over here. Okay, yes. Does he go past it? Okay, he does. He does. All right. Good to know. Good to know. We caught everything. Very nice indeed. All right, moving on up. Moving on up. Then we have Swift. Level 2-7. Okay, yeah, so this was the last one that I tried completing off screen here, so this may be the last one that I try playing here. I know it's a bit of a strange place to leave the video, but I have been recording for a pretty long time anyway. Yeah, so this will be the last one that I try completing. This one looks like a sharp symbol. Right, so I'm gonna have no choice but to draw Satora over to this crystal first, because the other one is blocked off by mist. Not quite sure where I should put Huey, though. Should I also put him in this checkpoint as well? Because, I mean, that's gonna be blocked off by mist by the time I hit that button to grab the other crystal. So maybe I should. Well, I know that I'm gonna have to put Satora over here, but for Huey, I'm not entirely sure. I could make him go hit the button, and then just wait a little while for the other one to get out of the way. Wait, I got an achievement? Sunrise. Okay, why did I receive that achievement exactly? I'm not even sure what I did. Cool, just keep throwing me achievements, keep handing me achievements, even though I have no idea what exactly I'm doing in order to get to them. And then I can just have Satora wait right there, and then she'll get to her checkpoint crystal. Okay, let's just try this out here. Okay, I'm gonna have to make Huey wait a little while, like right over here, for that other stupid thing to get out of the way first. Yeah, then he can just go back to his own crystal. What the hell am I doing? Go now, please and thank you. You just wait there, Satora. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I made him wait that time. See? Okay, yeah, but the only thing is that the other one's gonna bounce off the other. Like, I mean, this one's gonna bounce off the other crystal. Okay, well, it appears like this orb is also incredibly slow as molasses. So, how's about I just put more scribbles? Let's just see if I put more scribbles. Maybe that could work. I do kind of wish there was, like, a fast-forward feature that would make this go by a little bit quicker. Okay, where exactly does it end, though? Okay, yeah, it keeps going down there, so that's fine then. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Doesn't this look like the pond near your house? My house? Our house. Make your house a Maxwell house. And then we have submerged. I don't know you. Stop following me. Actually, you know what? Since I am so close to the end of Chapter 2 anyway, maybe I should just complete the remainder of the levels. Yeah, let's just go and do that. Where exactly should I go and take Satora first? I think there's only one real way I can take her. Up to this checkpoint, perhaps? Whoa, where did all this stuff come from? And then just to be on the safe side, I could make Huey go to the other checkpoint, but I could probably have him hit the button over here first, but I'm not entirely sure how fast these orbs are going to move. Let's just test this out for a moment. How fast do these orbs move? Okay, they actually don't move that quick. Okay, that's fine then. Well, maybe those orbs are distracted. I could probably have Satora try to grab it, or maybe I should just have Huey grab it. They're moving in the same direction as Huey anyway, because he has to go to the rightmost checkpoint. Maybe just have him duck down so that he doesn't get hit by them as he's moving towards it. But it also poses a problem for Satora, because then I think the orbs are going to be moving towards her as Huey's trying to make it past the orbs himself. Let's just try this out for a moment. I'm just gonna see if my plan works. Okay, no, we're going a little bit too slow. Hang on a second. Like this. Like these. Okay, yeah, he goes in. Well, actually, okay, well, in that case, maybe I should just keep Huey there for a little while and then have him go past. Perhaps. Let's just see if that works. Of course, I have to wait for them to move out of the way again. Actually, I just noticed, why do the orbs not have their trails around them anymore? Where do their trails go? Maybe they only appear if they're moving fast enough? Okay, apparently that's not enough scribbles. Huey, please. Alright. Did I put too many scribbles? Okay, no, I didn't. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah, achievement progress 18 out of 40. We go to school together! Come on! Well, actually, hang on a second. Wasn't there another cutscene that was supposed to play? I just realized something. There was another cutscene that was supposed to play in Chapter 2, where it was showing, like... Okay, well, hang on a second. What is he saying here? Remember this museum, Satora? We were here on a field trip. Yeah, so this is almost like they're inside their own memories or something. Is that what the world of Umiro is? They're trapped inside their own subconscious, perhaps. Yeah, I just realized there was supposed to be another cutscene that played during Chapter 2 where it was showing, like, Satora being bullied by one of her classmates and then Huey coming to help her or something like that, or to provide her comfort and support. Yeah, there was definitely a cutscene like that appeared in one of the Chapter 2 levels, but it didn't display here for some reason. Huh. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. But regardless of that, oh god, how are we gonna... You gotta get past the guards here. Gotta get past the guards of the museum. Well, that's gonna block him off, actually, isn't it? It's gonna block off one of them. Maybe I should just go over here. Should I have Satora wait for Huey to get the job done over here before I make her go? Perhaps, let's just try this out here. Well, maybe I shouldn't have Satora wait within the path of the orb right here, but you know what? I'm gonna just try something out. How exactly are these guys moving here? How exactly are they moving? Okay, well, they're moving a little bit too damn slowly. Well, it's not that they're moving too slowly, I'm moving too slowly. Okay, let's just see. Let's just see. Okay, well, actually, that does give me enough time to get through. Alright, that's fine then. Nothing makes sense here. You're making this up! If I am, why are you still helping me? I just want to get out of here. Oh, you know what I could have done instead, actually, now that I just realized it? I could have made Satora go and grab the crystal so that I didn't have to worry about it. I would just have to go to their checkpoints. You know what I'm gonna do here, guys? I think I'm gonna restart the level, actually. There's definitely a better way to do that. As soon as he hits the button, go for it. Because I think this will still give me enough time anyway. Like, the orb won't come back in time for me to get killed by it. It shouldn't. Oh, geez, okay, well, it almost did, but okay, there we go. That was a lot better. That was way better that time. Alright, so in that case, let's just get out of here then. There's, like, nothing else we can do over here, so just drop hats to, the exit. Of course, I have to wait for the orb to get out of the way first. Okay, how exactly am I gonna predict the movement of this, though? Okay, actually, hang on. I see how I can predict the movement. Have Satora go up here, wait for it to move out of the way, then have her go. Wait, I timed that a little bit too late. Okay, now. We should go now. There we go. Just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. There we go. Very nice. That's good. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly hunky-dory. We're all good. Alright, so what's the final level gonna be like then? What is the final level here? Entombed. Yeah, and then after that we'll just leave the video here. Alright, we're gonna enter the museum. We were here too. It was the premiere of... Oh no, this is not the museum. Stop it! I was never here! So are you implying that these are my own memories? What in the world? Oh god, they're combining with one another. Oh geez, what is going on here? Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Do I want to go to the button immediately? I think I kind of like to do that, so I think I see a way through it. Have Huey go over that way. Yeah, because he's still gonna hit the button there. And then maybe have Satora lag behind so she can collect the crystal? I have to wait for them to, like get out of the way, though. As soon as he hits that, then you go. And actually, I don't know if he's even gonna be able to make it through. Okay, what about right now? Okay, oh my god, wow, that's amazing timing, actually. Fantastic. Okay, well, it seems like he does make it through. Like Huey makes it through. I think as for Satora, I'm gonna make her wait for a little while. There seems to be like a tiny gap that I can get through, like right before they're about to block her off. So yeah, let's try this now. Let's try this now. Okay, I timed that a little bit too early. This should be right about here. Okay, that's good. Not the best timing though, but still, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. There we go. All right. So now what I have to do, I just have to get Satora over here. And Huey back down over this way, and we should be good to go. Look how they're all splitting apart, though. This is so weird. Okay, well, I somehow made it through regardless. Into colorlessness. We had a... Just leave me alone. Now, there is actually another mode, or there's like another option in the main menu screen that allows you to view the cutscenes you've unlocked so far. So I'm gonna try and show off the other one, because there was definitely a cutscene that the game skipped over for one reason or another. What is he doing here? Oh, you can kill the orbs with crystals? Whoa, wait a second. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, boys and girls. Are we gonna get introduced to another mechanic? Because I'm kind of interested. Well, I would also like to see what the second sacrifice level is. Hang on a second. I want to see what this is, first and foremost. Okay, S2 Tenacity. So what exactly is this? Oh god. I don't understand. I don't understand the slightest. Why would I want to go and hit that other switch? That's just gonna let loose another orb. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. No, screw that garbage. Oh, it's because I wanna free him? Or, well, no. What am I saying? Where exactly is it gonna go? Hang on a second. I just wanna test this out here for a moment. Oh, well, wait a second. I'm gonna have to get the other orb out of the way, actually. Right? He's gonna have to move. But he moves so slowly. Like, right here. Okay, well, hang on a second. How exactly... Oh god, do I have to actually, like, follow it along? Wait a second, I actually do not understand what's happening right now. Where is this gonna go? Okay, yeah, it does move along. I have to, like, wait for it. But what's the point of the other switch, then? Well, no, it's gonna move out of the way anyway. Oh, I get it, because it moves back in, so I can just trap it again. Oh, alright. I see. But I don't know if the way I'm timing that is actually going to trap it. Here, let's just try this out here for a moment. Let's try this out. So where does this go? Okay, I'll just wait over here then for a little while, because I don't actually know where this is going to go. Yes, I know you're gonna move out of the way. Thank you. Okay, let's try this, like, little revision I did right here. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a moment. Well, actually, no, what am I doing? I can speed boost. I still have the ability to speed boost here, actually, so I don't even need to wait for you. So what the hell am I doing, then? You just speed boost along. But then I have to, like, wait for them. Well, is there some way that I can do this without having the speed boost? That's kind of what I'm trying. Well, I mean, I didn't free up the other guy. Oh, and then he's not gonna move. Oh, I see. So he's just going to move towards the crystal, and then he's not gonna move out of the way after that. Okay, well then I understand what I'm supposed to do then. I have to beat him to the punch. Okay, I see. Hang on a second. You get the hell out of the way. Oh wait, no, he's going in the same path that I'm going. Okay, well in that case, diverge over this way. Here we go. Just speed boost towards it. Very nice indeed. All right, there we go. This school looks so real. I mean, you almost seem to be like a quarter of the height of this school, so I'm not sure if I agree with that. Alright, well that's the second one. I just want to try out the first chapter of, or the first stage of Chapter 3, just to see what it introduces me to here. After that, I'm gonna end the video. Telos. Yeah, what are these things? The shields let Huey or Satora pass through a black orb once. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Alright, well let's just try that out then. Let's just try that out. Should I have... Yeah, I'll have Satora go to the crystal. Sure, why not? Okay, but does that destroy the orb, though? Because I don't actually know if it does or not. Okay, no, it doesn't destroy the orb. So then in that case... Okay, well, somehow that worked. I'm not entirely sure how that worked, because she should have gotten, like, squished between those two orbs, but okay. Thanks for saving me, it was nothing, really. Please, believe me. I'll try. Okay, and then what's the next level after that? 3-2 trek? Okay, yeah, I see even more shields here. Alright, well, I think that's a good stopping point for now, guys. Yeah, we're gonna stop because I've been playing this for a pretty long time. Yeah, so that's Umiro, just an interesting little puzzle game that I randomly came across on Steam. Like, I wasn't actually looking for this one in particular, but I think when I was trying to search for something else on Steam, I just came across this, and I noticed that it was also published by Devolver Digital, and it was one of Devolver's newest releases. This only came out in March of this year, I should clarify. I certainly like this puzzle game in particular because it does really require you to think a lot more about what it is you're doing. Like, you have to plan ahead. You have to figure out where exactly these black orbs are going to be once you actually make it to them, because they constantly switch their position, and the flow of time doesn't freeze as you're drawing out paths for Huey and Satora. So it's not just a matter of planning ahead, you also need to time it properly. Like, you have to plan when exactly you're going to have them start moving, and not just where you're going to have them move. So I really do like that. Umiro is definitely a much more complex puzzle game in the sense that it requires forward thinking. It's not just a matter of figuring out which path you're going to take, it's also a matter of when exactly you're going to take the path. And in the bonus levels, it's also a matter of when should you accelerate and when you shouldn't. And I really do like the open-endedness of it, because you don't have to take a specific path through the level. You can draw any path you prefer through the level, as long as it doesn't lead you into an obstacle that ends up killing you. The types of puzzle games that I'm a particular fan of are the ones that encourage you to figure out your own solution to the puzzle, and I've always appreciated that about these kinds of puzzle games. It's one of the reasons why I'm so fascinated by Zachtronics puzzle games in particular. The story is not something I particularly care too much about. I'm more invested in the gameplay than anything else. So overall, this is actually a pretty great puzzle game. I really did enjoy this. I'm kind of surprised that that it flew under the radar for most people. I especially don't understand considering it was published by Devolver Digital. I mean, Devolver are one of the biggest indie publishers in gaming at the moment. I mean, if they were able to get the backing of Devolver for this game, I would think that they would have put a bit more effort into promoting the game, but I guess Devolver were just more focused on trying to build up anticipation for Midit and the Swords of Ditto, and Umiro just kind of put itself out there without anyone really noticing, which is a bit of a shame, because I actually think this is a pretty competent puzzle game. It's definitely a type of puzzle game that I certainly enjoy the most, the type of, like, more open-ended and less linear puzzles. To be honest, the art style is not really my most favorite in particular, but I certainly like how it looks. It looks very isometric, except it's not viewed from a diagonal perspective as with most isometric games, so it kinda looks a bit strange, but I can definitely appreciate it for what it is. And actually, that just made me realize something, guys. I have to go to story here. So there were definitely some... Yeah, or wait, did this one already appear? I don't even remember now. Did this... I'm pretty sure it was this cutscene, but there was, like... There was some sort of flashback sequence that Satora had where she was, like, being... like, bullied by one of her classmates. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was this one right here. Because I'm pretty sure this one did not appear while I was playing the game before. Yeah, see, Satora's, like, crying. And then you have this boy right here who oddly resembles Huey. Maybe it was Huey. So then she just kind of looks back at him. Yeah, and then you just go back to the main menu. So, this is just a place where you can view all of the cutscenes that you've managed to unlock so far if you want to piece together the story. As you can see, there's about 4 more cutscenes. Okay, yeah, that is 4 locks. 4 more cutscenes that we need to unlock here. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the story is probably not something you're going to be deeply invested in, and personally, I don't give that much of a crap about it. Like I said, I care more about the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty spot on. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on a second. Apparently clicking on the game's logo takes you to the game's official website. I didn't realize that. So yeah, that's Umiro. A neat little open-ended puzzle game, or somewhat open-ended. Maybe not as open-ended as Zachtronics puzzle games, because for Zachtronics games, you need to pretty much have like a master's degree in engineering in order to figure out how they work. This one is a bit more simple and straightforward than that, so maybe that's not the most fair comparison, but definitely still a competent puzzle game, and if you want to purchase it, the link is in the description. It only costs $3 on Steam, so it's very cheap. There's also an iOS and Android version available, which I think this game would be great for mobile devices in particular. But aside from that, all of the relevant links are in the description. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video I make. Later!